Hello, 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 and welcome everyone. I'm super excited to be here with you tonight. It is Sunday, November 3rd, 2024, and for those of you who do not know who I am, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness and Why. I'm a holistic integrated teacher, Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. And tonight is a little different than usual. Excuse me. As I'm going to take a minute and introduce my special guest this evening that will be coming on. And there's a reason why this is taking place. And when I bring him on, we're going to talk about what's actually the reason to this live event. Excuse me. All of a sudden now, the throat chakra wants to act up. So anyway, I want to introduce you to Daniel Robertson, and I'm sure I said his name incorrectly, which he'll come on and make sure I say it correctly. He's a life coach, energy healer, and he's also the presenter or the host of an amazing summit called From Silence to Self-Mastery. So let me bring him in. Welcoming you here tonight. How are you? And did I match up your last name?
Yes, it's Rosenstein.
Rosenstein. You know, I've been practicing it all day, and I say the moment I have to say it out loud will be the moment where I mess it all up. So how are you this evening?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for inviting me to this StreamYard show. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad to have you. We're going to take a minute on your end as well, as we're going to share this out. So we're going to find it on my actual page. So you can go to my page, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and it is streaming there. And we're going to share it to our group so everyone will know that we are actually here. So if you have any groups there, Daniel, feel free to share it onto your group. Oh, come on. You don't want to play well tonight? Oh, my goodness gracious. Really? There we go. I love when Facebook does not play very well, does not want to share. I do believe we are also streaming on YouTube, so I just want to go and check that we are. And we're also streaming on Twitter. So we are on 3 different platforms tonight. So we're going to be sharing a message this evening, which is really important based on why the two of us are here this evening. So those who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being with us. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. And just hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you're there. Feel free to leave comments. And then we're going to go back over to my Facebook page. And like I said, I'm going to try to share it out again for whatever the reasons are. It's not playing along. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Just bring in some folks, holler them in. So again, Daniel, if you want to just type into the comments and bring in some of your friends so they can see this too, feel free to do so. Maybe some of your speakers, for that matter, bring them in.
This moment?
Yeah, you can just in the comments so they can watch it.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't prepared for that, so I don't have any.
That's okay.
If they're available right now, but I'll send them Is there gonna be a replay for this?
Yes, there is. This is streaming on YouTube, so it will definitely be right on my YouTube channel. It's playing on my Facebook page as well, and it's also on Twitter. So there's 3 different places that this is playing, and it won't allow me to share it right now onto my other groups. So for whatever that reason are, when we're not live anymore, I will share it onto the other groups as well. So anyway, the reason why we're here tonight, as I mentioned, that Daniel is the presenter, the host of this amazing summit called From Silence to Self-Mastery. And I thought it would be appropriate to bring him on screen and for him to just share a little bit about how the summit was birthed. The word I like to use is birth. So when was your first thought process of this summit?
Actually, I've been thinking about it, of doing it for years. This is actually the theme of the summit, as you mentioned. It's from silence to self-mastery, finding your voice and purpose. That's the story of my life. I come from a very troubled home, dealt with a lot of abuse and trauma, and I didn't have a voice. And it took me many, many years to find my purpose. I've been on this journey for about over 30 years now, trying to find my life purpose. And through this journey, I've done a lot of different things, a lot of self-development, been to different therapists, healers, read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos on TikTok, YouTube, you name it. And, I slowly developed into my life purpose, which is being of service to helping others. And why I thought it was so appropriate is that for many years, I did not have a voice. I was not allowed to say what I wanted to say in front of people for many different reasons. So I got this idea that creating a platform to help other people have a voice, that I thought, that they broke out of limitations themselves, and they can, have this voice on this platform and showcase to other people. And all the speakers on this summit, they're either coaches, healers, entrepreneurs, business people, entertainers, but they're all offering some type of service to help people find their voice and purpose and their self-mastery. And I thought that was such an amazing idea. I think it's something that's really needed, because there's so many people out there that, felt, silenced, suppressed, held back. They can't find their purpose in life. They don't, they're not even close to finding the self-mastery. So I think having the summit where you can listen to multiple perspectives of different people, how they found the self-mastery, how they found their voice and purpose, will inspire other people that are feeling lost and confused, help them find their own.
I love that. Now, how many actual speakers do you have for this event?
We have 28 speakers, and I'm one of the speakers myself.
I love that. And what is your title or topic that you're going to be speaking on?
So the topic I'm going to be speaking on, it's called "It's Safe to Be Seen."
Oh, I love that. Safe to be seen. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially right now with the energy that we're in now. Again, I want to put this out there for everybody. Daniel and I met, I think, for the first time, where him and I did a Zoom call together to find out my topic for this summit. We only met like a week ago, and we're from different sides of the world, so to speak, where I speak on a lot of the woo-woo energy and energy work, although he is an energy healer, so this should not really be very new to him in regards to how the energy works. However, what is new to him is all the planetary energy that I speak about. And based on the very topic that you're speaking on is literally the time that we're in right now is really helping people to recognize how important it is to actually be seen and heard in order for us to get our message out there. So I'm sure the topic that you're going to bring to the table is going to resonate with a lot of people, because there's so many people out there who have a message, who have a story, and they're really trying to find ways to get that out, to get that out there to share, and may still be in that space of being fearful of being heard and even seen. And I believe that the energy we're moving into, we have to let go of the fears of being able to be heard and seen, because this is what we really need at this point in time.
Exactly. And again, the summit's all about my own personal journey. Because I've been on this personal journey for over 30 years, and I've been doing all different types of self-development, taking all these different classes, energy healing, like Reiki, angel healing, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, all these different types of things. And after doing this for so many years, several years ago, somebody told me one of these classes that I was taking, she was like, "Hey, you've been taking all these classes for all these years. Why don't you start putting yourself out there and start helping other people?" Because, originally I was taking those classes for myself to heal my own wounds, to heal all my own traumas. It never occurred to me about working on other people. But since I've been on this path for so many years, over 30 years, it's become a very big part of my life, learning to heal myself and my traumas. So that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been putting myself out there, and it's been growing. And then I came up with this idea of the summit. And what I love about the summit is, as you kind of touched upon, Joanne, is that we have a really eclectic group of speakers. There's really no two speakers that are really the same. Everybody has own individual path. There are different types of coaches or healers. It's not like everybody does the same thing. And I think that's really amazing about the summit, and it's unique about it, is that people from totally different backgrounds, different geographic locations, different countries, different ethnicities, different types of coaches, healers, but yet we're all talking about the same topic from different perspectives. And what I love about that is because everybody's really different. And what resonates with, a certain audience, a certain person may not resonate with somebody else. But when you hear things, in different ways, you get different perspectives. And I want to offer a little bit of something to everybody. I want to help as many people as possible. I wasn't like very narrow focused, like, there's one person I want to help. I want to help as many people. And so I want to create a platform where I can, I originally only wanted 10 speakers on the summit. Let me tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
And I surprisingly had an overwhelming response.
Yes.
How many people wanted to speak? So we wound up getting 28 speakers. I only wanted 10. So that was really amazing. And it was a surprise to me that so many people wanted to talk about this topic, because I was really focused on myself, my own journey, but I wasn't sure like how everybody else will. And so many people came to me and said, "Oh, I love this idea. I love this topic. I love this theme. I want to talk about it." But what was so interesting is that these people are so different. I mean, we have people like some speakers, they have a background in the entertainment world, where they were in the music industry or acting industry, and they became coaches, healers. We have people from the business world, corporate world, that they were sick and tired of their corporate jobs, and they've done this. So, and that's what I love about it. And it's a unique flavor of a summit that it's really interesting. And sometimes I purposely ask some of the speakers the same exact question, and it's amazing to me, you get completely different answers.
Yes, that is so true. And it's like you said too, you have people from all over the world in different industries, where when you do ask the same specific question, I would assume you would get different answers based on the industries they're in, their storyline that they're coming from, and what was it that might have kept them in the silence, and what is it that brought them to their mastery. And I'm sure the journeys are very different for each person. And just knowing that your intention was originally to keep your summit small with 10 people, and now your summit is with over a week period from November 14th to the 20th. How many summits do you have? How many people do you have on each day? If you know offhand, you might have not looked at the paperwork to determine that.
Yes. So yeah, it's going to be a 7-day summit starting from November 14th to November 20th. Each day we're going to showcase 4 speaker interviews. So the interviews are pre-recorded, and people can have 24 hours when we're going to broadcast through email. So let me take a step back. In order to participate in the summit, if anybody's interested, they need to register on the website. The name of the website is from SilenceToSelfMastery.com. You go to the website, you register for free, and then you'll be put on our email list. And we're going to, on November 14th, we're going to send out the first email telling people these are the 4 speakers, and we'll have like a special link to a landing page. We'll have the speaker interviews for that day, and people have 24 hours to watch the interviews. So, and it's going to be really exciting. And I'm also going to have each speaker are going to have free gifts to offer to everyone in the audience. And again, because we have a variety of speakers, each speaker is going to have a very different gift.
Yes, that is true. Now, once you've done the full 7-day summit, and everyone have had a chance to listen to the recordings, are these recordings landing on a page where people will have access to it afterwards, such as a YouTube link, or once it's gone through the recording, that's it? Where does it land from there?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So what our team, it's me and several other people that are working on this project, on the summit, we decided to create like a VIP option where people can have lifetime access to all the videos, including transcripts, as well as several other, a journal and a few other workbooks that'll be put in a members portal. So we're giving a VIP access. It's only $37, one-time fee, $37. You get access to all. You have lifetime access to all the interviews, all the transcripts. I mean, the journal PDF that I created. I mean, that itself is worth like, at least $20, $30. I've spent a lot of time creating that. It's a PDF version of a journal. That itself is worth $30. I mean, and the interviews, I mean, were really amazing. I mean, you spoke very well, Joanne, and many other speakers spoke really well. So the value of having the VIP access of only $37 for people that, you may have missed one of the interviews, or, I know I'm seeing a lot of people have busy schedules, or may want to watch it again and again, because some speakers, they gave so much value in such a short period of time. I mean, I was amazed because, again, as a host, and you don't know what's going to come out of the guest speaker's mouth when you start asking these questions. But everybody spoke really well. I'm so excited about the summit. I mean, thank you for doing this, for helping me broadcast the message about the summit, because it's really amazing. So yeah, we have a little bit of something for everybody. It's really amazing. I mean, for people who are into astrology, numerology, and a holistic approach to things, as you consider, Joanne. I mean, that's, your perspective. And then we have people that are totally different perspectives. They're more like a business consulting, where, help people on the business side of things. And then we have people that are we have somebody who's a fertility coach who helps women with fertility issues. So again, totally different background, totally different, you said, experiences, totally, but yet we have that one thing all in common. At some level, we all felt silenced, suppressed, held back, but we all were able to break out of our own limitations to our form of self-mastery. And it's so inspiring and so amazing. It's going to uplift people. I mean, a few times when some people spoke, I literally cried, because to hear the stories of how much people have suffered, and they felt stuck and confused, not knowing what to do, and they feel like there's no glimmer of hope. And they're able to come out of these bad situations into a better situation. Not only are they able to do that, they're now turning around and helping other people who had similar situations as they did. It's absolutely spectacular. And it's really amazing. And I think, in today's age, a lot of people are stressed out. A lot of people are confused. A lot of people need help. I think a lot of people are very negative about their outlook in life, about like our country, all these different situations with financial, career, politics, all these different things, our society, our personal lives. It's so wonderful to hear these messages of hope, and to know it's possible, that your life can be better, that there's possibilities out there, and to hear it again and again from different people. If it's possible for other people, it's possible for me, it's possible for you, it's possible for everybody.
Yes, and I couldn't agree more. And as I said earlier, from the very start of this live tonight, is we are really in a time of our lives where speaking up, sharing our voices, sharing our messages, getting in front of as many people as possible to be seen about the messages that we do all have to offer in all industries. It's not just about the health industry. It's not just about the corporate industry or the woo industry. It's everybody in between as well. And this is a time where it's about collaboration. It's about where Daniel here, as he has this amazing summit coming in, bringing these people together, what was the number, 28 people you have? 28 people. Now, I want to just highlight this just for a moment, because it wouldn't be alive with me in it unless I spoke a little bit about numerology. So if you're okay with that, Daniel, just going to give you the breakdown of your number 28. And I'm also going to give you the breakdown of your number 10, because they both have very significant meanings. So we talk about the 28 participants in your summit. That 2 energy is all about the relationship that you do have with each and every person who's coming to speak on your summit. The connection, and how you are really holding that platform for them so they can share their message out there to the world. And that 8 energy is about the karmic reset, the karmic completion of how you're holding the space for each of the speakers to have the voice, to be seen. And I'm sure there may be a handful of your speakers that may be a little nervous on being seen and sharing the very message that they're going to be sharing. But that's the energy that this 2 and 8 energy carries overall. And then when you add that number 2 and 8, works out to be a 10. Now in astrology, 10 is associated with the 10th house, which is about our career. It's all about that Capricorn energy, about the I am doing this, where we're getting ready to move into an Aquarian energy, which is about the we are doing this. And that 10 represents a whole new way of how we are actually doing this together as a collaborating team. No one, at least from the way I believe it to be, no one is going to grow by themselves as we move forward. Growth is going to be a unity, and you are bringing this unity together with your platform that you have with these 28 amazing speakers. And I'm sure once you complete this summit, I'm sure you'll be working on another summit. I'm sure this is going to be one of many, maybe with the same title. Maybe you'll change the title depending on what your mission and focus is going forward. So with this summit, From Silence to Self-Mastery, for the audience that will be watching and listening, what is it that you would like to hope that each person takes away from every one of the speakers who are speaking?
Well, as I kind of mentioned before, I really want the audience to really be inspired, that there is a message of hope, that no matter how bad your situation is, that things can be better. And there's a lot of tools, resources, coaches out there that can help people, with people. Like, you don't have to feel alone. Like, if you're stuck in life, in your situation, whatever that may be, whether it's your career, your job, your finances, your relationships. I mean, I have like one of the speakers, she's an expert in helping women with self-love and relationships. I mean, that's her particular focus. That's all she does. I think you kind of like do that, but you also do a lot of other things as well. But that's all she focuses on. So again, it's like all these different speakers have different topics. So I want each member to realize there's a lot of hope, to be inspired that that they can live a better life, and to know about all these resources are out there that can help them. I think part of the issue is that people feel stuck because they don't know what to do, who to go to. They don't know what's out there. They feel all alone. They feel, oh, okay, I'm stuck at this job or this health problem or this relationship or whatever it is, and that's it. That's not it. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get help. Whether it's through a coach or a resource, a book, a video. There's a lot out there. I mean, I think we live in the best of times right now because we have so much available to people that we never had before. I mean, the fact that we have the technology, I can talk to people all around the world.
Yes.
And stream it and be able to stream it to people around the world is absolutely amazing. I mean, like many years ago, that wasn't even a possibility.
Exactly.
I've met some of these speakers like yourself, like such amazing people that I would have never met because of the summit. So you wind up meeting all these great people that I've never met before, and that's like to me really amazing. And I think what's really also great about the summit is that all the speakers speak from the heart. Like I didn't, to be clear, I mean some summits they pay speakers to speak at the summit. I didn't pay anybody. All the speakers that come on the summit because they want to speak on this topic. They have something to say, their message to share, and they really speak from the heart. And again, like when you join the summit and listen to these interviews, I mean, some of them are really breathtaking in terms and so inspirational. I mean, I almost never cry. I almost cried a couple of times listening to some of these people because the stories are so amazing. And I think a lot of people in the audience will be amazed by some of these stories because it's so incredible. And I think like everybody really needs to hear that now. Like, this is the message we need to hear. There's so much hope. There's resources. There's so much out there for us. And once you have that awareness, it totally changes your perspective on life. That it's like, hey, I'm not just screwed. There's so much out there for me and support. I mean, being supported and inspired. It's really amazing.
Definitely, definitely. And I just love the idea, the topic that you chose to name the summit in regards to from silence to self mastery, because again, it's really from one end to the other, silence to mastery. And every one of us on this earth has gone through something that might have silenced us in one way or another. And that it's great to know that there'll be 28 people speaking about their stories, their journeys, inspiring everyone else to do the same, to step out of their silence and move into their mastery. Now, I know for me, as being one of the speakers on this amazing summit, for those of you who are watching today, there's a good probability that if you're on my email list, you're going to be receiving an email from me inviting you to come participate at this amazing event, and to, of course, take advantage of that $47 fee membership, so you can grab all of the speakers and listen to them all and have access to that as well. And I've already posted today on my Facebook page, so you may have seen the links already. Please go and click on those links, get yourself registered, because you don't want to miss any of them. You don't definitely just want to come and listen to me speak. You want to listen to everybody speak and really be a part of this and stay in contact with Daniel, because like I said, I believe and know that there's going to be probably another summit down the road that Daniel will be putting together, and looking for more speakers out there. Maybe not the same topic, but definitely another summit that he may eventually be venturing into for the new year in 2025. I'm just putting the energy out there for you, Daniel.
We are already, just to give you a little hint, we are already planning for next summit next year. We have not decided on that. We actually have several topics, different topics that we're going to do. So we'll probably have multiple summits next year. So that's already in the works.
Excellent.
It's kind of funny you read my mind.
Yes. Well, I'm only reading your mind because, again, I myself have conducted a summit recently, and I'm working on my next summit as well. So it just seems like the natural thing to do, that if you've created one summit, you might as well keep the flow going and create another summit as well, because you are going to find out, just like I have, that there's lots of people out there that have a message and they want a platform to share it on, so they can spread the word and share their wisdom and touch lives to all that they can touch. And I think it's a brilliant idea. Now, Daniel, I have scrolling on the bottom of the screen your I think that's your website, Daniel at ultimateenergycoach.com. Is that your website or email?
That's my email. The website for the summit is from silence to selfmastery.com.
Okay, and that's all in the link that you gave me, which I've already sent out, correct? Perfect. So we're in perfect order for this amazing event. Again, for those of you who are watching, whether you're watching now with us live, and I have a very strange feeling there's something going on with Facebook right now, because the algorithms right now are a little slow. So people are going to probably be watching this more on the replay, which is all good. It's out there. And again, circle on your calendar from November 14th through November 20th. You definitely want to go ahead and register for this amazing summit, because you don't want to miss a beat. There's 28 speakers that you definitely want to get to know, get to learn their message, get to learn how they were silenced and what their self-mastery is now. So Daniel, do you have any final words you want to share with us for tonight?
I just wanted to mention, like everybody, we spent, I mean, it's not just me that created the summit. We had like a whole team, and we spent like hundreds of hours putting the summit together for you, like the listeners, the audience, because we really care. We want to put a quality summit together, having amazing speakers. As I mentioned, each speaker is offering a free gift. So that's like in another, a huge bonus to join the free summit, is that you not only get to listen to these amazing speakers, hear their inspirational stories. A lot of speakers give like free advice and interviews about how to find your purpose, how to get out of a bad situation, tools and techniques. I mean, we have some like speakers are very, very successful. So it's well worth your time. And the free gifts make it, it's like icing. So I can't, I'm excited for everybody to join this summit and to, be a participant and listen to all the speakers. It's going to be really amazing. And I promise you, it's definitely, well done.
Yes, and I will agree. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing event. And again, as I am also a presenter and summit creator, I know definitely what it takes, time, energy, to bring amazing speakers to a platform, to share their wisdom, to share their stories. So I commend you, Daniel, and your team for all that you have done to make this possible and to bring so many brilliant people to the stage to share their messages. So I'm super excited to be a part of this as well, and to meet every one of the speakers as well, because based on my energy and what I do when I'm in a summit, I like to interact with all the other speakers. So I'm planning to meet all 27 of them and make connections and see where it all goes. And thanks to you, Daniel, for making this happen. So again, everybody, one last time, circle on your calendar, November 14th to November 20th. Look for the post that I put up in Facebook, and if I do not have your email, feel free to email me, healingwithin76@gmail.com, for me to send you that invite for you to come join us on this amazing event. Daniel, I want to thank you again for being with me tonight. And I'm going to just send you backstage as I close out the show. So hang in there and wait for me when I come back. So there you have it, everybody. This is one of the reasons why I decided to come and do a live this evening, to share about this amazing summit, from silence to self-mastery. I encourage you again to go ahead and click on the links that I saved on my pages. And if you have not received an email from me about this, just send me your email address and I'll send you the invite. You definitely do not want to miss 28 speakers talking about their story, their journey, their silence to self-mastery. I'm excited about this, as well as really excited to listen to all the other speakers as well. Until we meet again next time, have yourself an amazing night, everyone. Bye-bye for now.